Hey, how's it going, guys? Today we're going to cover our second goalie camera angle, and that's going to be ice. This is my second favorite camera angle to use. I use it in combination with fixed sometimes if I'm having some bad games. It falls under the category of skater camera angles, which are ice, classic, and overhead. In the last video, we talked about fixed, which was the first immersive camera angle, which are high, low, action, and fixed. So let's get right into it with the pros of ice. It's very easy to read plays, as you see the majority of the ice when the puck's in your end. It's similar to player cameras, hence the name skater camera, which allows you to read the play even better since it's from a familiar angle. There's very little camera movement compared to the immersive camera angles. It's still focused on the puck, although not as much as the immersive. So if the puck's on one side of the ice, you're maybe not going to be able to see the other side of the boards, but when the puck gets back over to that side, you'll be able to see it fine. This means that cross-crease passes are way easier to detect and save because you can see all of the open players in front of your net. And the last thing is that I feel like there is less input lag on this camera angle. Maybe it's a mental thing. Maybe I just think that because the cameras are pulled back a little further than away from the goalie than the immersive camera angles, but I don't notice that input lag as much. So if you tap the left stick to the left or right when you're on the immersive camera angles, there's a noticeable delay between when you hit it and when your goalie moves. However, on ice or any of the other higher camera angles, even action, that input lag isn't there, at least so it seems. So let's move on to the cons now. The camera is far away from your goalie, although it's not as bad as the other skater camera angles. It's definitely difficult to position yourself precisely, especially on those hard wrist shots where the guy has all the time in the world to pull it back. You may find yourself the tiniest bit out of position, which leads to a goal. The biggest thing with ice is that you can't watch the puck and see your goalie at the same time, at least until the puck is in close, like in the low slot area. So if you're trying to watch the puck and it starts getting passed around really quickly up in the high slot or around the point, you're going to lose where your goalie is in relation to the net. You're going to have to watch your goalie, and then you can't watch the play, which defeats the whole purpose of the camera angle. So now I'm just going to give you guys some general tips to help you play on this camera angle. What I like to do is watch the blue line and keep it between my legs when the puck is at the perimeter or at the point. Once the puck gets closer to you, you can start watching the players, but it's so hard to see where your goalie is at the same time that you may just have to use the blue line. Use the ability to see the whole ice to your advantage. That doesn't mean you can cheat the pass. It means that you should be able to react quicker because you can see every open man. For me, breakaways seem harder because of how far away the camera is, but it shouldn't. You can see in front of you better than on any of the immersive camera angles, so really I don't have an excuse. I think it's just because I'm not used to playing on this camera angle as much as I am fixed. Which brings me to my next point. You should pick a camera angle and stick with it for as long as you can. Each one has their own advantages and each one plays differently. If you switch from fixed to ice, it's going to be tough at first because you're not used to it. I would definitely give the new camera angle maybe 5 to 10 games. That's very little. I would give it even more if you can. But you got to get used to the way your goalie moves. You got to get used to the way the camera moves, everything like that. So just give it a fair chance. That's all I got for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Next video we're going to cover overhead, which is a popular camera angle for some club goalies, as I've noticed. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If it helped, give it a share. If you got any feedback for me, please leave a comment and I'll respond to it as soon as I can. So that's it. See you guys next time.